Look, all I keep hearing on the TV, all I keep hearing on the radio is when I'm in the vehicle, literally every time that I get in the vehicle, it's erectile dysfunction. Okay, we've done videos a long time ago about cause and effect. See, you're a base to very evil physical people here representing evil demonic entities. All right? And I'm trying to say this the easiest way for your brains to understand it. Okay, when you create, what kind of animals can we well, it's the radios. See, when the radio was invented, there wasn't nothing else around. So whatever was on the radio was what went into the ears of the masses. Very controlled. I'm talking about very fucking controlled. And what goes into the ears is what we call impulses. And see, just like how the same way that plants have to have water in order to produce life, these brains have to have impulses put into them. The same way water's going to go into the ground and water those roots, and the magnetic field's going to produce that beauty. Well, that's the same way that impulses go into the brain and create. It creates you create a dependency on the radio at such a young age, or whatever, a TV, depending on what generation you're in. So what it does is it goes in there and creates a connection. And then in time, all these people do is they just insert impulses. An impulse would be a commercial. If you're in sales, they have impulse buying. That's called an end cap. Why? Well, that's an impulse. You know, some people might drive by, oh man, look, I'm going to buy that. They even tell you what they're doing to you without telling you what they're doing to you. So when certain impulses go into the radio waves and hit the ears, then we react. Okay? So that's one way. But another thing too is when we're looking at ED, that's the real fucking pandemic. It's funny, it's like COVID was just here a few years ago and like almost slaughtered the whole world. But now it's okay now. No, it ain't. It's not even fucking real. None of it is. Shut up. Go on. Get out of here. Now all I hear is ED. That's it. Just fucking ED. See, and it's whatever it is that they want to push. Whatever it is, they insert the impulses, because then you got to do an inventory of the society. Okay, I've worked, you know what's crazy is I've actually talked to more individuals struggling with food addiction and energy drinks and sodas and coffees more than drugs and alcohol in this 10 years. Isn't that fucked up? But it's not, because the news doesn't tell you that's bad. You know why? Because I'm not a fuck up. These people that reach out to me with all this money, some of them, if you're watching this, ain't got no fucking teeth, they're overweight, they're junkied out. And I had to lay it out to them. And I said, you're the fucking junkie. And man, have they changed. We're not. So when you drink energy drinks, certain coffees, more men, okay, there's going to be a certain demographic of men having ED. There will be. You know, in time, it'll be more in the tranny and the gay community. I'm sure the gay community is hit by it too, but you're going to have more. See, they're literally, it's in the chemicals in the energy drinks and the coffees and the sodas and all that. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's what's causing your dicks to go limp. And it's in the foods too. So once you introduce, you know, they control what you eat. That's another thing too. Okay, we used to spend centuries on learning how to compost food and to get the ground perfect to where when we grow the food, it is fucking so strong with so much mineral and salts and everything that took centuries. Well, they got rid of that shit, and now your food is made in less than a minute in the microwave. So if you can see that that human being is not the same as us. See what I mean? You're just a throwaway generations. That's what y'all are. It's what we are. We're a base. They created this monetary system and the whole thing of possession and property, and it's all an illusion. You don't own anything. It's a fucking illusion. It's sick to my stomach to see all this fucking money just sitting around and people just sitting on it. Just sitting on it. Just sitting on it. So, you know, you're going to spend and do whatever you have to do to get an erect penis. And truthfully, you got to throw that satanic shit away. And then you got to do your own fucking research. It's like, for one, you were never taught about the sex glands. Ever in school. Never. You've got radio. We had Madonna. I remember I was so sex fiend out when I was younger, it wasn't crazy. I had Madonna, Too Short, and all this, singing myself into Let's Get Some Ass. You know? And that's what I'm saying when I tell y'all you better watch your ass about sex. Your semen is it's more important than anything. And I know some of y'all are like, oh, hell no. It's like, yeah, see, but that's an impulse. See, and they don't teach you this. See, your glands get turned on like a light switch in puberty. And see, the girls and the boys, when the children are eating chemical substances, and then they don't teach you about the sex glands and what salts to take in order to help you and to control those, like light switches to turn on and off, they don't. So you get acne. And the same way with the ED commercials. See, they give the children fucking chemicals and all that, don't teach them what they're made of, and then come in and say, here, we got acne fucking shit. We can clear your acne out, even though it doesn't get cleared up. Why is that? Well, because it's not going to clear up arsenic. It's not going to do that. Matt, they're professional acne, dummy. Do you see? Do you see how easy it is for this fucking thing to keep doing what it's doing? It doesn't matter what it is. It just slowly morphs you into it. And now you got all these careers. Because of chemicals. Because of arsenic. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it, buddy. It doesn't matter if my uncle works at a plantation, plants. They work at plants in a nation, plantations. God damn, y'all are dumb. I swear to God, y'all are dumb. Listen to me. The only thing that you have is AI. That's it. That's your only fucking worth. It's the only thing that gives you any emotions is AI. That's it. You dumbass women scrolling through Facebook and all this shit. You Christian women and religious women acting like you're fucking, well, I've got some time. Then go out in the woods. Take your children out there with them. Learn them fucking leaves. Touch it. That is spirit out there. And you're sitting there rolling through spirit, which is satanic. That's light. Dark light. And all these pastors know exactly what I'm saying. Every fucking one of them, except for the smaller churches. Not all of them. Some of the smaller ones are going to know. It's very easy just to see. I can tell you which ones are corrupt and which one of the head of the church is these Jesuits just by looking at them. I can see their aura. That's what a fucking clairvoyant does. When you cut pills and all that shit for the latter part of a decade, you've cleaned your anatomy out of satanic sorcery. So I can see it. The same way some of y'all might see lights, you know, the aura around the light. That's how I see y'all. And it ain't light. I can tell you that. See, and when I speak like that, you'll say this, he is fucking crazy. You didn't even listen to every goddamn thing that I said up until then, did you? It's because your brain is not prepared to receive. It's not prepared to be open. Your impressions from your very beginning have been shit. That's it. You're just shit. We can't say it enough. And I love you, but I mean, look, and they've made this system to where if you blast somebody because you're trying to not let them go to hell, they'll come at you and go, oh no, we are perfect in God's eyes. Ice cream fucking 8 o'clock in the morning. You don't learn nothing in the schools. You just learn AI. That's it. You're just little AI dummies. That's it. Malnourished. You don't know your anatomy. You don't know anything up there. There's no swimming. There's nothing. No farm. Nothing. There ain't shit in the schools. Nothing. What is there? Besides, I'm gonna be a girl now. That's not real. You need to throw that fucking shit away. That shit is garbage. Overnight, I could create something that would fucking destroy everything that they have spent centuries. And not only centuries, the latter part of 2,000 fucking years. I could do it overnight with what God has granted me with. But y'all don't have it. And the thing is those of y'all that do hear this and it goes into your brain and your ears, when you go to the other side, this will come out intertwined with every fucking thing else that you've ever input into your brain from Satan. And it'll be the only thing positive that you got that might keep you fucking hanging on from not being destroyed forever through your selfish fucking lifestyles. You can read to your lost ones. They're not lost. They're over there waiting on you to talk to them. Yeah, but you can't under the influence of pills. You can't do shit under the influence of pills, and that's where every house is. You're all peeled up. You're all little aromatic pill heads. I gotta have that. Well, no shit. If you fucking ate that every day your whole life, you're gonna have to have that. That's the same thing as ED. Instead of fucking badass compost farming, here's some fast foods, towns. There you go. And there's the money to go to buy the shit. Well, who created the fast food? They did. Who created the money? They did. Who created radio? They did. Who created the news? They did. Who created? They did. They did. They did. They did. They did. They did. You're in a slave system and you're fucking dumb and you will not look at it. They can't touch me. And if they do, it'll be the biggest test of all of y'all around here. I can tell you that. I ain't worried. Shit, I'll thank God. I see you. I see you. Thank you for giving me more power. See, if they do something, then that means you got to go look. You got to go through all my notes. You got to go through my books. You got to go to the funeral with all the books laid out, open. You got to read them then. All the pictures, images. Could you imagine that shit? All the literature that they have that you don't fuck, that you're against, even though a goy, God put me through being an alcoholic to be a soldier to do this right here. So God puts you through this world to consume shit, toxic substances, be sick all the fucking time, sit there with all your money and be a dummy and go out and fuck off every night. Now, I don't want that, Jesus. That's a worldly, satanic Jesus. You're not real in the head. None of y'all are. Can't say it enough. You've gone off image your entire existence. I don't give a shit. I love you.